Hello guys and dolls, welcome back. So today I'm going to be sharing with you some really fun new stuff, and whenever, for me personally, whenever I'm kind of coming out of a depression or a more negative headspace, or even just sometimes when you're just going through something in life, maybe it's positive and you just still feel like this need for a rebirth or a change or some sort of like way to shake it up. I've been craving changing my hair now for a while, and I've done some different stuff with it in the last like year or two. I've done quite a lot with my hair, probably more than I should have. And so I've actually been letting it rest for a while. I did do sort of like a coppery rose goldy thing, but my hair, in order to do like that rose goldy kind of color, your hair has to be bleached like beyond its life. Basically, it has to be almost white in order for the super light colors. In a lot of lighting, my hair was still looking pretty much just like a redhead, like copper, which is fine, but it wasn't what like I had a vision for in my brain, so it wasn't quite going the way I wanted it to. And so I just decided, you know what, let's just like go polar opposite. One thing I really liked was when my hair was the black and the pink and the purple, but I didn't really want to go back to the pink. You know, I loved that. It was so beautiful. Who knows, someday I may go back to it, but I feel like I've been there, done that. And so I really wanted something that still gave me that cool tone feeling and the depth of black, but that wasn't actually black, because when you want to change your mind about black hair, it's been a painful process, and I don't want to do it again if I'm not 100% sure I want to keep black hair forever, which I don't think I could ever commit to any hair color like that. I like to switch it up too much. So I thought, you know, why don't we do something like green or like dark bluey purple? So here we have my peacock hair, or some people are calling it, well, mermaid hair. To me, it sort of reminds me of like velvet and moss, and it's just like, it's so good. I don't think I've been this excited about a hair color maybe ever. I know I'm sure I have been, because if you go back through my other like hair dye videos, I'm always like, oh my god, I love it so much. And I think that kind of that changing up your hair color kind of gives you that new car smell every time. You're like, yes. But I really love this for a couple of different reasons. First of all, like I said, it gives me that depth and that saturation of deep color that I'm craving, that I get with black hair. So it makes my pale skin just really stand out. It makes my eyes like pop. Like, I'm kind of scared of this laser vision I have right now. One thing I'm really excited about with this hair is that my skin looks really good with no makeup on. Now, I'm wearing makeup today because I knew it was coming on camera. In fact, I could actually do with like a little bit more blush. I'm going to give myself some nature blush. But my skin tone overall does actually look really nice just with this hair, and I think it's because my natural hair color is an ashy green undertone. It's like lacking in red pigment. So I think that that's one of the reasons why this green is flattering on me, because it's almost like a more concentrated version of my natural hair color. And then we decided to do the blue purple on the top because I wasn't 100% sure how I was going to feel about the green. I was like, I don't know. I just felt like I needed like a little something in there to break it up. Plus, we did this amazing color melt. Like, there are so many colors in here. I want to let you guys know who did my hair. Her name is Dani, and she is the owner of Revival Barber and Beauty in Berkeley. Fantastic. She's been doing my friend's hair for 14 years, and I was like, okay, I need to go see your stylist, because I can see that she's understanding the vision of the hair. And my friend Gabby's hair is amazing. So I want to let you guys know also the colors that she used in my hair, because she used a brand that I had never used before, and she used Pravana. So for the purple section, it's sort of like mixed throughout. There's not really like one section I can point to, because this is a color melt. It kind of like all looks different all over. I mean, look at all this, like, it looks different. There's like this area here where it looks a bit more neutral, where the purpley blue and the green have met and sort of made this like neutral color. Plus, my hair from before still had this like band of copper that just wouldn't quite lift to blonde, and we didn't want to risk it like over bleaching it. So because that color was copper and we're putting these greens over it, it neutralizes it to a dark brown, which is freaking awesome. And I love that these are semi-permanent dyes, so they will eventually fade out. They'll get kind of grungy and gross looking, which I'm also kind of looking forward to. So this is going to be like my new fave. It's like, all right, when we first do it, it's like jewel tone, yes, and then it fades out into this super awesome, like grungy, gross color. I'm so excited. Okay, so let me tell you guys what we use. So for the purpley, really looks blue on camera especially. I think it is, I mean, we'll call it blurple. The blurple part it's a brand called Pulp Riot, and it's jam mixed with a drop of Nightfall, and then there was also velvet with a drop of Nightfall. So I have no experience with that brand, but that's what it is. And then the greens are Pravana Emerald, Pravana Neon Green with a drop of emerald in it to make it a little bit more green, and then straight up Pravana Green. And again, these were all applied all throughout the hair. There's brighter bits at the back. There's a couple of sections where she pulled the purple blue down, so it's all so like mixed and melted and just so good. So that is kind of what's going on with my hair. I always want to let you guys know the new stuff that I do with my hair, because I always get questions about like, well, what is that hair dye? So I always like to address it in a video like this, and also because I'm so excited to share it. Like, that is it. New hair. One last thing I'd like to share with you guys before I let you go. So I would like to introduce you all to my new puppy. Okay. Did you mess up my lipstick? A little bit, but that's okay. I love you. Do you want to say hello to the camera? Do you want to say hello? Oh no, he wants to lick my hand. This is my new puppy. His name is Rocko. He's 10 months old. He's a shelter rescue. And look at that face. Look at that face. So it's only been a couple of days, so we're still kind of getting used to each other. And he's actually adjusting really, really well, which is more than anyone could ask for, actually. I was kind of apprehensive about getting so young a dog, but he's housebroken and pretty well behaved considering the fact that he's a puppy. We do need to get him into some training for some aggression with other dogs. Otherwise, he's very well behaved, and we've been having some really fun long walks together. And it's been nice to have a pet again. And for those of you who haven't watched me for a long period of time, I had a chinchilla named Tripod who was the coolest little dude, and he passed away earlier last year. So it's been kind of rough to not have a pet, and it's nice to actually have a little guy to care about and someone to greet you when you walk in the door and all that nice. He's just licking the crap out of me. Does my leg taste good? So yeah, I wanted to introduce him. You guys may see him or hear him from time to time playing with his squeaky toys or anything, and I wanted you to know who that was. And this is my baby. We don't know what breed he is exactly. The shelter seemed to think he was a beagle mix, but I think he might be like part Chihuahua or Corgi or something. He's a something. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Remember to be Vintageortacky, just be your own kind of beautiful. See you, bye. Rocko, say bye.